This is a presentation on social relationships from Building Great Kids Therapy. Today, we'll be talking about what social relationships are, the importance of them, relationship difficulties, the social skills needed to have social relationships, the importance of empathy, specifically the golden rule, and teaching empathy. Social relationships are connections and bonds that children make based on communication and shared interests and experiences. These relationships help children feel accepted, understood, and valued. Social relationships are important for many reasons. They help build confidence and support emotional well-being. When children feel accepted and included, they develop a strong sense of belonging. Positive connections with others also supports physical and mental health, helping children feel happier, safer, and more secure as they grow. Some children experience social relationship difficulties that make it harder to connect with peers and others around them. They may struggle to join in on typical activities or group play due to the fact that they sometimes play with toys differently than others. They might feel unsure about how to enter a conversation or miss important social cues like facial expressions and tone of voice. Narrow interests can limit shared topics with others due to fixations, and rigid thinking can make it challenging to handle changes or different perspectives. These challenges can sometimes lead to feelings of frustration or isolation if the child does not have the right support. Building healthy relationships requires several important social skills. Children need to learn how to compromise when there are disagreements, respect boundaries, and use conflict resolution skills that are age appropriate to solve problems in a positive way. They also learn how to communicate clearly, show empathy, and understand how others feel. So, to elaborate on empathy, empathy is the ability to understand, share, and feel what someone else is experiencing. It helps children build meaningful connections and respond to others with kindness and compassion. When children practice empathy, they learn the golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. We should all be emphasizing this at all times for our children, as it encourages them to have perspectives on other people's feelings and situations. This understanding strengthens friendships, improves communication, and supports positive and respectful relationships. We are going to go into a few ways of discussing of teaching about empathy. That includes daily modeling and conversation, perspective exercises, acts of kindness, and games and activities. We can use daily modeling and conversations with children to help teach them social skills. This includes validating their emotions, getting on their level and showing active listening, and being vulnerable when apologizing for mistakes. This shows children it is okay to make mistakes, but they should be addressed. Perspective exercises help encourage children to put themselves into other people's shoes. Something you can do is an inside out drawing where you show what a person looks like outside versus feels inside. You can also do a book or a movie discussion where you pause what your child is watching and ask how they think the character feels in that situation. You can also simply role play with your child and act out a situation and ask your child how they would feel if they were in that situation. Acts of kindness are great for teaching children empathy and support for others. Can do a kindness jar where you add notes for kind acts and celebrate when full. Can write gratitude notes to your family and friends just to say thank you. And you can do a secret kindness. So you do something nice for someone without telling them. That encourages children to want to do empathetic and kind acts because it makes them feel good, not because they're getting an outside reward. Finally, games and activities are a fun, low pressure way to teach empathy. You can play emotion charades with your child, where you act out feelings for your child to guess. You can observe others, so while you're out at the park or a mall, you can guess the moods of passerbys and why you think they feel that way. You can also do the mirror game, which makes slow movements or facial expressions for your child to copy, which helps children with emotional recognition and brain connections. It might feel silly, but when children copy someone's facial expressions or movements, it helps their brain make connections between what they see and what that person is feeling. This helps them better understand emotions and relate to others. In conclusion, connections and bonds that children make help build confidence, well-being, and a sense of belonging. Relationships are built on empathy, communication, and compromising. Some children, such as autistic children, have more difficulties with social learning or social relationships and might need support in learning how to build valuable relationships. Thank you. Feel free to pause here to look at my citations, or they will be in the description of this video.